Are we going to be entering into a hyperinflation crisis, or is this current high inflation rate going to fall off, and are we going to enter into a deflationary bust? This is the question that everyone is asking. We've had experts like Michael Burry predict America and the world is facing hyperinflation by printing too much money. And we also have famed investors like Cathie who are predicting that technology and innovation is going to create deflation. But what if they're both wrong? And what else could happen besides high inflation or deflation that could be worse? Stagflation. Now, if you don't know what stagflation is when there is high inflation, low growth, and high unemployment. But we haven't faced this issue since the 70s and 80s in the US and in Australia. But what if the high inflation, high unemployment times of the 70s and 80s are coming back to haunt us? Well, that's what we're going to discuss in today's video, because I do see the risk of the global economy, especially the US and Australia, entering into stagflation. And many other people are starting to think the same thing. Look at this, everybody. Stagflation threatens to upend the global economy. Because what have we seen in late 2020 and early 2021? Well, what looks like on paper, we've seen great economic growth, we've seen unemployment go down, and it's looking like the recovery was going well. But now we're starting to hit an inflection point. Inflation in the US is over 5%, and we all know the real inflation number is more like 10 to 13%, especially if you look at shadow stats. In Australia, the CPI is 3.8%, where wage growth is only 1.7%. The unemployment rate has been falling in the US and in Australia, but I do expect in Australia the unemployment rate will go up, and in the US, the jobs growth is slowing. In the US, there are a lot of job openings, but people aren't taking those jobs for many factors, like they've had plenty of stimulus, they may have some cash reserves. Also, the pandemic, some people don't want to risk going to work because they're worried about it. And if inflation keeps rising and the wage isn't enough to cover the costs of basic human essentials, some people may think, what's the point? Now, the reason why we have to worry about stagflation is because this could equal checkmate for central banks. For example, if we had high inflation but high growth in the economy and low unemployment, well, it's simple. The central bankers stop printing money and they lift interest rates. If the economy is slowing, but we have deflation, not high inflation like we're having now, well, it's simple. They'll print more money and drop interest rates into the negative. But what do they do if we have high inflation, high unemployment, and low growth? Well, this creates a big issue for the central banks, because if they lift interest rates to try to get inflation under control and stop printing so much money, or by buying less bonds and mortgage-backed securities, well, then what that's going to do is that's going to hurt job growth and the unemployment rate will go up. And this is a real risk we're heading to, everyone. While policymakers once hoped we'd now be seeing decent growth and slowing inflation, obstacles to that outlook are emerging by the day. Because what are we starting to see, everybody? We're now starting to see weak demand but higher prices. We're seeing consumer confidence is dropping due to high inflation. The actual event that caused this global recession was a health issue, something that central bankers can't fix. But even if there's a weaker demand, we're also now being hit with another problem: global supply chain issues and shortages of many things. So even though demand is falling, the supply is not there to meet the lower demand. And even if people want to buy the products to boost growth, the products aren't there to buy, and the issue's only getting worse. Something that would be absolutely terrible for retail sales and consumer confidence is if Christmas comes and the products aren't there for people to buy, because consumer spending during the holiday seasons are a huge boost to growth. Also, something that is causing high inflation but will create weak growth and weak jobs is surging housing costs. Not just housing, utilities as well, property taxes and insurance, etc. So more and more people's incomes are having to go to rent, because even though they can't afford a house, even rent prices are going up through the roof, utilities are going up, so that means they're not going to have disposable income to go out there and spend in the real economy. And one person's spending is another person's income. And of course, the central bankers told us, just don't worry, this inflation is only temporary and then it'll go away. But inflation is now looking like it's going to be much more persistent than they anticipated. And the thing is, even if inflation does go away, For example, if prices go up 100% or they double and then they fall 5%, is that real deflation? No, because prices are still 95% higher than they were a year or two ago. So this could be the get out of jail card for the central bankers if inflation does slow to, say, instead of 5-6% to 2 or 3%. Now say, see, I told you inflation's transitory. Meanwhile, prices are still rising and from a much higher base. And that doesn't mean people's, disposable incomes are all of a sudden going to go up. So everyone, what does this mean in simple terms? This means we're seeing weaker GDP growth in the major economies. In the US, they're estimating that Q4 GDP growth will be around 5% when the CPI is 5.4, and it'll be very interesting to see what the latest inflation numbers are that are going to be released tomorrow. In Australia, our GDP growth for the second quarter was only 0.7%. Our wage growth is only 1.7% when the CPI is 3.8%. And also house prices are going up 18 to 20% a year. But now with cases surging in the US and in Australia, people's confidence are down, unemployment may rise, and if inflation doesn't go away, well, this is what will lead to stagflation, and it'll be very hard for the central bankers to fix this issue. So they're going to have to make a decision. What will they do? Lift interest rates to get inflation under control, which will crash the markets, crash the economy, and unemployment will go up? Or do you think they're most likely going to do the latter, keep printing money and keep saying, don't worry, it's just temporary? For me, if I was a betting man, I'd bet on the latter. But that can only go on for so long until people start getting angry and start asking some real questions and start realizing, wait a minute, why is my grocery bills going so high? Why can't I afford to rent a home anymore? And then people get pretty upset. And it's only once that happens, then will our politicians maybe do something about it. So everyone, what do you think? Are we going to be entering into high inflation, deflation, or stagflation? Let me know. Now, for all my loyal viewers and subscribers still watching, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.